Hello guys, this is Jones10395 with another LEGO video here today. I was looking through the comments on my YouTube, obviously that's what I'm on right now, and I received a comment on my Mark 14 video, which is my biggest video, and it said, how do you make your shells eject? Basically asking, could you make a video on that? So I thought it'd be nice and make a video, so I ran down here to my man cave, where my Xbox is, and Battlefield and all that stuff. And this is how I keep my Mark 14. So it was on the Mark 14, so I'll do the video on the Mark 14 right over there. And made a nice little display thing for it with all my accessories, and got a little crossbow over there, which is actually working, by the way. So it was on the Shell Ejection / Blowback Mechanism. He specifically said, how do you make the Shell Eject? So we'll concentrate on that for this video. And by the way, I have a video on how to make the blowback mechanism for any gun. It's a stop motion or a slideshow, whatever you want to call it. Step by step, tells you the pieces you need and how to assemble it. Not how to put it in the gun, that's up to you. You basically build the gun around the mechanism. So I'll post it as a video response for you guys to go check out. And hopefully this explains everything you were looking for. So we'll get to it. Shell ejection is just obviously just this blowback mechanism here, with actually this piece is the most important piece and the only piece that aids in the shell ejection. I like to have it 2 studs up, 1, 2, or actually 3, I'm sorry, 3 studs up from the I'm gonna call it the back for now. Well, it is what it is, it's the back, so the back of the bolt or whatever. And obviously you have to have whatever you're ejecting over here, which in this case will be this kind of bullet look-alike type thing I've made. You just drop it in the tray, let it go forward, and pull the trigger, and it's got a nice ejection. It goes out every time. It doesn't always go to the right, doesn't always go to the left, or always go straight up and out. Alright, sorry about that. Now, I know I just said this goes out every time, but I've just taken this apart and reassembled it, just kind of to check everything out, because I've done this video. This is my 3rd take on the video, because I was babbling too much, and I got too in-depth, which I'm going to try to stay away from. Like, I got off topic. But, long story short, I open this up, close it up, and now everything's really tight and not as fluently functioning as it was, so that's why it didn't work that time. But see, that time it worked. So all you need is a 1x1 stud, and obviously everything for the blowback mechanism itself. That was a good shot. So you can see this is a flat piece right there on the blowback mechanism. And then of course your 1x1 angled stud right there that my index finger is pointing to. And of course a little bit of hollowed out space in the gun itself for room for your shell. So that's really all there is to it. You just have to put an angled piece on your tray, and everything else should work perfectly fine. You can eject larger shells out of this, but your reliability goes down. It doesn't eject every time, but it still ejects. You can only do 1 shell at a time. I have tried hopper fed, which is you just gravity fed magazine you put on the top, and that works too, but I don't like how it looks, so I don't do that. For realism, I obviously don't have the hopper on there, but you can do that. This is basically your probably most simple shell ejection design. Once again, instructions for the blowback mechanism, which is the most important part of this. I will post that as a video response, so you can scroll down and click that actually right now if you want to, because basically I'm just going to show you how the mechanism itself works, which will be shown in the video if you choose to click on it, which I would recommend it. So I'm going to take this apart, show you the tray and how it looks and works and all that stuff. Take that off. So you can see the gears down in there. let the camera focus. Here we go. So every time I pull the trigger, gears work, blah blah blah. Once again, I sound like a broken record, but there is a video on how to make this. Not how to install it, but how to make it. You basically build the gun around it, around your mechanism. And here is the business end of everything. So yeah, you connect it to your mechanism with just this little piece right there. Don't know really what we would call it. It's a real, yeah, it's a Technic piece, but yeah. So this is what I mean by flat tray, and you have to have this right here. This there's a wall on both sides, or else it'll just fall in right here and you won't eject. So it doesn't have to be as tall or as as thick as this. You can use really any piece as long as you have a wall there. And since I have this apart right now, I'll show you exactly how the shell ejects. Obviously, pull it back, put your round in the tray, or your shell, whatever you prefer. And it can actually be any way inside of the gun, or inside. You won't know it because you won't have it open when you're ejecting it, but it's just like that, and pull the trigger, voila, it comes out. So, it's that simple. Hope I explained everything in depth. Any questions, leave in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them. So, go ahead and check out the how to make that mechanism for the blowback, and thank you for watching.